this craft, we are going to need a printed craft sheet. You can ask your daddy mommy to print it for you. A glue or a gum, some string, and scissors. But when you use your scissors, make sure to be very careful, or you can ask your parents, your daddy mommy to help you to cut. So first, we need to cut out all of this into individual pictures, individual pieces. So I have cut beforehand. So now we have 4 of our pieces and 4 of our pictures. So we have this, and this. And what I need you to do right now is to get your daddy mommy's help, or you can do it yourself, to cut a hole in the middle of this, and this. So here I've cut a hole, and now I'm gonna cut a hole here. I'm gonna fold it in half, press just in the middle, and I am going to cut a very small hole like this in the middle. So I think you need to ask your mommy daddy to help if you can't cut it. See the little small hole here? I'm gonna put it aside. For this picture, this is Jesus and this is his disciples. So what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna fold Jesus in half, and I'm gonna cut a little hole in the middle of Jesus. So little hole like this. Okay? And this one, we're gonna leave it just the way it is. Now take your string and cut a very small strand of it. Something around this length will do. It's a little bit longer than my finger, something like this. So now it's down to the most exciting part. We're going to put everything together, but the first thing that we're going to look at is this paper. So what does it say here? Then Jesus asked, "Who do you say I am?" Peter answered, "You are the Christ." Peter is Jesus' disciple. And what did Peter answer Jesus? He says, "You are the Christ." And it means that you are the king over all creation, including you and I. So today we'll be learning about that through our craft. Let's look at our second picture. What is this? It is the storm. Do you remember in the lesson when we learned about how the disciple, when they're on the ship, there was this great storm and it's so scary for them. They were so afraid. And then Jesus turned it into a very calm sea, a bright sky. There is no storm anymore when Jesus says stop. So this is why we have this circle where we can turn. Later I'm going to show you how you can play with it. And this one is Jesus and his disciple on the boat. So you see Jesus, he's this person who can stop the storm because he's the king over all creation. And look at his disciple here. They were so amazed at what Jesus has done because Jesus could stop the storm. When they were so afraid, they couldn't be in control of the storms. They thought they were going to die. And now this is just the wave, the sea. Take this small strand of string, tie a knot here. After you tie a knot, take this, Jesus and his disciple on the boat, and put the knot should be where you're holding, and this part where there's no knot, I want you to put this through this hole. it's going to be a little bit difficult. So you must be patient. See, now I get through already. See how this knot stop it from falling? And now we are going to take this storm and this bright blue sky and do the same thing. So be patient. We're going to put this through this hole. If you can't do it, just get your mommy daddy to help you and be very patient. Yay, teacher come and did it. The last thing that we need to put through is the last hole on this paper. So again, be patient. Yay, I got it. So right now, can you see that there's 3 paper layers on each other? We are going to turn to the back and tie another knot here so that the paper doesn't fall right off. See? So tie a little knot here. Like this. See? Okay, last step. We are going to take your glue or your gum and we are going to glue this place. I put a little glue here and some glue here. And we will take this and stick it here. Last thing, we will pull this paper out so that we can see Jesus and his disciple in the ocean. Kids, I have my craft with me now. Do you have yours? If you don't have it, it's fine. You can do it later. You can ask your daddy, mommy to help you to do it. You can ask them to prepare the materials, print out the craft sheet for you. So don't worry about it. Right now, just focus on me and I'll show you how to play with this craft. Look at it. What does it say? Then Jesus asked, "Who do you say I am?" And Peter answered, "You are the Christ." Do you remember what does it mean to be the Christ? The Christ means he is the king over all creation. It includes the storm, the wind, the water, the sea, and it includes you and I. Let's recall what we have learned from the lesson from this craft. Remember just now, we learned that Jesus and his disciple, they went on a boat. And suddenly, there were a great storm. So scary. The boat was shaking, and then the strong wind blew the sea, and the waves were raging. It was so scary. The disciples thought that they were going to die. But Jesus was asleep. Jesus was not afraid. So they quickly wake Jesus up. "Jesus, wake up!" And when Jesus woke up, they told Jesus that they were really afraid. And Jesus, what did he do? He told the storm to stop it. And immediately, when Jesus said, "Stop it, storm," it turns into a calm sea and a bright blue sky. Wow, Jesus can control the creation. Who is this Jesus that he can control the storm and the sea? Who is this Jesus that even the storm and the sea obey him? Do you know the answer? Well, that's because Jesus is God. That means that he is the king of all creation. Even the storm, the sea, the wind, everything obey him. We too are creation, but we must obey Jesus too. So let's trust in Jesus and obey Him.